we'll go ahead with the question and answers. You could unmute yourself, Beena, and let's just quickly move to the question answers. If Astha comes back, we will go back to that particular question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
We can hear you. Yeah, so the first question to you is that what do you think are the alternatives to this consumeristic education which is popular all over the world?
See, basically, I feel that the society has to balance it out. We need this kind of education also and this education also. But if we will have some common pool, like example, we are working with the formal school very closely. Like there are very good schools in Mumbai. Like if you will tell me the name, John Cathedral School, and there are so many good schools who are actually working with us so closely. They really invite our students. Their students also come and help our students. So I think that kind of alternative will be a very good to bring bridge the gap between these two students, and to bring it. This education is a more powerful tools.
Okay.
So that can be done by only the conservative educations, which is really can bring out this kind of essence of the non-formal education of the children who are been not into the school system.
Okay, so it's kind of a community learning, you mean to say?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So the next question to you is: education is no more seen as a noble activity where to give was the only passion that the teacher had. Now, can we make teaching nobler in today's context?
Let me tell you, very, very tricky. I really don't see that it is not a noble activity, though people have taken up as a kind of a more like a commercial and more like a, there is that relation of guru and shishya has changed. I totally agree with that. But with the community which we are dealing, that relation is still very, very noble. Right. In the case of the current situation, you will find that most of the teachers right now are trying their best to give it to their students in this COVID situation also. So basically now it is a time that students has to really been given this kind of a feeling that without teacher, how do you felt? The children, when I was talking to this lot of students from the different society, they were saying we are missing school. So I said, what is the reason? Why are you missing school? They said, no, but when we are in a classroom, the teacher shouts and we interact with our students and teachers. So I think this is a very good time to take forward the relation of teacher and students, which was in between has been vain out, which has been really not considered as not a very noble. But now that teaching is kind of coming up as a very good, because lot of people are talking about. I have in a day more than 15-20 volunteers calling me that they will want to teach our students. They want to do the teaching job. Now, when we are talking about is not noble activity, then why we have so many volunteers coming up, right? Maybe because there is not much money is given by the this. That's why there is questions is been not that. But that also is a different secondary matter. But otherwise, education is being seen always as a noble activity. You can, when you are not into that system, you will realize when we go out of the system. Because I have so many people calling me in every day and asking me that they would like to do this for the noble, and this is our passion to teach. So I believe that
COVID-19 has changed the whole picture. It's made this profession more nobler. Nobler, the way teachers are reaching out to the students in spite of all the challenges of having network connections. I think it's automatically a nobler profession. Okay, so the third question is, how can we get the number of scattered children who are difficult to reach exactly?
So this is something which I've been presented to you about School on Wheels. Like that, we also have tried many more like a kind of strategies to bring those difficult children to reach. Like example, beside this, what we are trying on a street, there are students who are working at the domestic servant in the past. But right now, there are students who are working into Jari industries and many more industries, which is very hidden. So basically, the best strategy what we had found, that child to child. The child who are in our class, he's the best person to help me out to reach out to those child who have not come to my class. So and that it has been very effective. The children today also, when I ask कि अरे ये बच्चा हमको दिखा था वो कहाँ है, बोले अरे दीदी I know where he is from, let me take you. So this you like it is not using child but being with the child and bringing the other child is the best strategy to bring the scattered children. That is the one thing. And let's make it a school as a learning space and more like a kind of a more enjoyable space. Don't make a education it's like a very heavy in the mind of child. When my children are learning maths, it is more like a marketplace where they do the financial transaction. From that they learn the kind of a mathematics. When they learn the science, it is more like a hands-on the experiment. So I feel that the scattered children are scattered because they don't want to come into this system. But if you really make it more effective and interesting, the education, you will find the students.
And I think in the bargain, you are also creating leaders. You're creating leaders by making each one responsible for the other.
For us, very true. And I'll tell you, my children who are pass out from our and who are children, they are a small ambassador of our class.
Oh yes.
They go and ask. We had these two children has come from the village and they have not gone to the school. They have not come to our class. Didi, go and call them. I will come with you. So they are like a spy, and they are the kind of ambassador who do all these things for us.
Right. How do you keep your teachers motivated and things like this? You could just go through the questions in the chat box in the meantime. Ms. Beena, your name and your address, I mean your telephone number or maybe your social network sites, your handles could be put on the chat box so that people can get in touch with you. They would like to get in touch with you and know more. And here we still have a little more time, so let's just take one question here. It says, how do you manage to get teachers for this noble endeavor and what keeps them motivated? This is a question from Satya Ramesh.
Yes, actually, really, I appreciate the question because this is something which I was expecting that being a teacher, why do people do not have a question on the teachers? Like very rightly asked the question that let me tell you, we make the teachers. We do not have a teachers who are with teachers training have done. What is the how do we approach? We always have a local network where we find the teachers who are graduate or who are something who have zeal to work for this kind of children. So that kind of generally women and the girls we pick up, and when we try to talk with them, so when we talk to them, then we find out about them whether they are interested or not, and see they are pick up from the similar background. Generally what happens, the teachers from outside, they never would like to come and work into the slum or this kind of environment. So the local woman only is made as a teacher. And after that, once she is with us, we really give a lot of input. Every Saturday we have a training and sharing. Like that, there are 30 to 40 days trainings are being given throughout the year. Now in that 40 days, we really make this woman or girl as a teacher. And then we really see that she is motivated well, because she also comes with her own background, and she has a more like a very similar background with the children. So that really helps the teachers to understand that how the child must be going through. Beside that, it is a teacher who actually come up with a lot of new ideas how to reach out the children. And these teachers is like our pillars. They are our pillar, they are our strength, because without that we would have not been able to run the show. So we have a lot of way of motivating teachers. Like every year we have our best teacher award. Then we also take them for a different kind of exposure visit, and we take them to the different kind of exercise. Like we are tied with so many institutions who are educated relation, and we send them for the training. So all this thing keeps them motivating, and it is really helping them to having a good image into their society where they are coming from. So this is how we have a lot of way to really teachers.
So do you all have an NGO status? Is it an NGO status?
Yes, it is NGO status. Yes.
Okay. So your revenue model is the NGO status.
Yes.